Welcome to Subramani. This is just to tell you that I'm on vacation. Don't go by this. This is Kanha. I'm not in Kanha. I'm in Coorg. I'm not doing any safari though, even though this says eat, sleep, safari and repeat. No, that's not where I am. But I am in a very cold place. Coorg is very cold. I was told that the temperature would be between 17 to 33. Right now it is 11 degrees. And 17 to 11 requires a different kind of preparation. But here I'm not making this video for that, saying that I'm going to talk to you about what your financial advisor says, how you understand and how to use that relationship. So first of all, today the number of people offering financial advice is huge. I mean, anybody can call themselves a financial advisor. A financial advisor could advise you on taxation, could advise you on how to consolidate your debt, on how to manage your assets, how much insurance to take. So, and there is no one body which says what a financial advisor should do for you. It is completely up to you to realize what that person, what you want from that person. So that person could actually create good asset allocation tables for you and say, look, this is what will work for you. This is how you should invest in your parents' name. This is how you should invest in your children's name, etc. I'm not even saying that you're going to do all of these things, but he or she should understand this. So let me give you an example or rather two examples. One man who had just become the CEO of a company went and met his friend, and his friend said, oh, you have become CEO, please give me advice on my portfolio. He looked at his portfolio and he said, oh, why are you doing this? Why don't you avoid the bank? You don't need to go through the bank. You can come to me and just take all of this and put it through me. He was asking him to put through a direct plan. Converted all of his assets from other 4-5 mutual funds to one, maybe two, and there was happiness all around. Then suddenly one day he's a common friend, so he comes to me and shows me his portfolio, and I said, this is disaster. And I said it is disaster not because the funds were doing well or doing badly. We have not even got there. But the fact that he switched many of his funds which were less than 1 year old, he was paying a huge capital gains tax, which was short-term capital gains tax. He was paying long-term capital gains tax, which was perhaps not necessary at all. And he had done an extremely suboptimal asset allocation. Now, it is not to say, oh, this MD did this. Yes, it is the MD who did this, because you have to understand that financial advice is about knowing the customer, knowing taxation, knowing what should be done at what point in time, why wait, what is exit load. Not all managing directors of insurance companies or mutual funds or banks will be well versed with this. Not to say that they don't know, but if they themselves are going through a financial advisor, maybe that financial advisor is doing all this thinking for them. But they are not competent to advise you on taxation, not on the asset allocation, not on diversifying your portfolio across fund houses. Why would a CEO diversify your portfolio across fund houses, right? So there could be a conflict of interest. So understand that anybody and everybody calls himself or herself a financial advisor, but it is you who has to sit, talk, check out whether that person is capable of handling all this. And it is also possible that the person will say that, oh, I can handle everything, come under my umbrella. That person may be good in mutual funds but not know the basic ABC of life insurance or medical insurance. Now, life insurance is an easier product to handle. Medical insurance is fairly complicated. In fact, I am currently looking for a good insurance advisor who can manage my insurance portfolio. Not that it is very big, but I don't want to complicate things by doing something badly and then running from pillar to post trying to make corrections, right? So finding that person is not going to be very easy, but finding that person is absolutely necessary, right? So this person, largely your financial advisor, has got to be a jack of many trades. He or she is not trained at investment manager. He or she is not trained at tax management. He or she does not know whether it is pharma where you should invest, or banking, or just a generic index fund. They are not adequately trained, because once you are adequately trained then there no incentive for them to do a sales job. There are better jobs available, and they may not have the patience to do this work of advising, selling, etc., because the compensation is in terms of sales. What you'd like them is to do advice, right? That is this huge conflict of interest. It's like saying, oh, he's a good prime minister, but he should not be so publicity crazy. Wrong. He has to be, because he has to win an election every 5 years. He will do all this. He will do for winning election whatever is necessary, whether some of it is true, some of it is false, some of it is exaggerated. Everything will happen. That is exactly what is happening even with your financial advice. So you have to understand that he or she is a jack of all trades. But they may not be knowing everything about everything. They need not also. It is for you to choose how many advisors you need. Don't expect your financial advisor to sell you medical insurance, health insurance, life insurance, mutual funds. Be able to pick the right fund in which to invest, handle your emotions. One person may or may not be capable of doing this. So check that out before you decide on your financial advisor. Also, it is necessary to understand how the financial advisor is getting compensated, but on that I have done separate videos, right? Please also understand that today many people are calling themselves financial planners. They may even be qualified, or they may be working as paraplanners, or they may be working as salespeople with big planning companies. These people may not have the expertise to know who has drafted your personal financial plan. They may not even know what it implies. They may have been told, look, I have done this financial plan for Subra. He needs 5 crores of term insurance for 10 years. Go and sell it to him. Right? So that is all you have. After that, it is the person who is coming does not know why he or she is selling this to you. The person who made the plan is different. The person who is talking to you is different. This is good in an ideal atmosphere, but the chances are, if the person who is talking to you and selling to you does not know why this product has been chosen, he or she could come with a suboptimal solution. So you need to understand that suboptimal solutions are the best that you can get, especially if that person is not well informed about all aspects of your life. If he does not know, or if she does not know why you have invested in certain products, chances are they will ask you to remove it from there and put it somewhere else, and that could be conflict of interest there also. You also need to understand that the younger the salesperson, there is great sales pressure on him or her, saying, oh, if you don't do this, this is your target, that this is what you have to do. So typically they will come and say, oh, why don't you put in this large and mid-cap fund, because right now there is an NFO going on. This is the wrong reason why that product should be pitched to you. The right product to you has to take your interest into account, your taxation, the way you are going to hold this product for a long period of time. So it depends on you more than what the product available in the market is and what is the NFO putting pressure on you. So understand that when somebody says put money in this fund, then you say, why can't I put in a large and mid cap of some other fund house? And they will have no answer, but this pressure is coming because of the sales thing that is going on. It could be flexi cap fund, it could be MNC fund, it could be any fund. I am just saying this because I got a call saying put in this large and mid cap fund, and luckily for me some 2-3 issues are going on. So I'm not particularly talking of any one fund house, but all fund houses will do this. So therefore this person who is coming to you has a conflict and could be making a mistake, may not be right, but it could be genuine mistake because that person may not know the tax implication of the schemes that they are suggesting, right? So I had done a video a few days back saying how is a multi-asset allocation fund taxed, and there are 3 methods in which it could be taxed. So you need to understand what suits you. So that person, if he does not understand tax, you are in some kind of a trouble. Many of these advisors could have a very loose definition of fee only. They could be a fee only advisor for your mutual funds, but they would be commission based advisors for your life insurance and medical insurance. Why does that happen? Because there's a very difficult way of compensate. How are you going to compensate somebody to assess and decide how much of medical insurance you need? Then you have to go to a broker, and that broker will again suggest products, and brokers also get paid fees. So there is a huge conflict happening all over. You have to ask questions. Is this insurance policy suitable for me? I am going to be there in Mumbai for a few days, in Kerala for a few days, and maybe in Goa for a few days throughout the year. So what policy suits me? How much should I have as basic cover? How much as top up? How much as super top up? You need to ask many of these questions. So don't go and jump and buy the first medical insurance that is pushed to you. Be very careful. Medical insurance is, I'm repeating this maybe some 10,000 times, I've said it on my channel. Buying and using medical insurance is far more complicated than buying and using a life insurance. So you need to understand that. Also, many financial planners today will say, look, my job is just to make the plan and go away. It suits some people, it does not suit many people. For some people, one has to handhold and make them make the investment. Otherwise, they'll say, I'll postpone, I will do it later, I know the importance of making a will, let me postpone. Now, if your planner just makes the plan, gets paid and goes away, that's good, that will work for some people. It may not work for some others. Some others who are too lazy have to be handheld, pushed, cajoled to make their insurance plans, make their financial plans, make their will, discuss it with the family. All this is the job of a financial advisor, and such people are getting rarer and rarer because of the regulator saying what a person can do, what a person can't do, and one regulator is regulating more than the other regulator. So if there is conflict, chances are that person will say, look, I don't even represent that industry, right? So he could be doing it in his wife's name or things like that, so that he or she does not get whacked by the regulator. Thank you.